You used to shake off a cold in 3 days, right? Now, it lingers for 2 weeks. A minor infection that your younger self would have barely even noticed leaves you completely exhausted, feverish, and flat on your back for days. And let's be honest, every single time it happens, it seems to hit harder than the last. I mean, that is not just bad luck. That is not just getting older and accepting it. Look, that is a change, a measurable shift in how your immune system operates after the age of 50. And most people have no idea it's happening until they're already in the middle of a serious infection, wondering why their body isn't fighting back the way it should. Here's what almost nobody tells you. The immune system doesn't just slow down with age, it actually misfires. Think about it. It becomes less accurate, slower to respond, and at the same time, more likely to trigger low-grade inflammation at the wrong moments. Researchers call this entire process immunosenescence, and let's be real here, it's one of the most underestimated threats to long-term health in older adults. Understanding it is the absolute first step to reversing the damage it causes. The second thing you need to understand is this. 2 of your most powerful immune defenders, your T cells and B cells, are produced less efficiently as you age. Now, these are the cells responsible for recognizing threats and mounting a precise attack. When their numbers drop and their function weakens, guess what? Your body takes longer to identify an invader, longer to build a response, and longer to recover. That's exactly why a chest infection at 60 can be genuinely dangerous when the same infection at 30 was little more than an inconvenience. But here's where it gets more important. There is a specific window, roughly between the first sign of illness and the first 72 hours, where your immune response either gains control of an infection or loses ground to it. In younger immune systems, that window is used efficiently. In older immune systems, let me rephrase that. That same window is often wasted on delayed signaling and sluggish cellular response. What this means practically, you see, is that protecting yourself before you get sick matters far more than treating symptoms after they arrive. Now picture this. Someone in their early 60s. They eat reasonably well. They're not sedentary at all. They take a basic multivitamin. But every winter, without fail, they end up with a respiratory infection that knocks them down for weeks. Their doctor finds nothing seriously wrong. Their tests look fine. And yet, they feel like their body is fighting with one hand tied behind its back. That is immunosenescence in action. And that person is not unusual. In fact, that is the majority of adults over 50 who haven't been given a protocol that actually matches what their aging immune system needs. So, how do we fix this? What does that protocol actually look like? The first pillar is zinc, not as an afterthought, guys. As a daily, non-negotiable step, research has consistently linked zinc deficiency to accelerated immune aging, reduced T-cell production, and impaired wound and infection recovery in older adults. The problem is that zinc absorption decreases with age. Many older adults are running low without even realizing it. Foods like pumpkin seeds, legumes, and red meat in moderate amounts can help. But for many people over 50, a low-dose daily zinc supplement, in the range of 10 to 25 milligrams, may be the single most impactful immune intervention available. The second pillar is sleep architecture. Not just hours of sleep, mind you. I'm talking about the structure of sleep. Deep, slow-wave sleep is the phase where immune memory is consolidated, cytokine production peaks, and cellular repair accelerates. Believe it or not, studies suggest that disrupted sleep, even without a dramatic reduction in total hours, is enough to blunt your immune response by a measurable degree. If you wake frequently, feel unrefreshed, or notice your energy dropping sharply mid-afternoon, your sleep architecture may be compromised. Magnesium glycinate before bed, reduced screen exposure in the evening, and consistent sleep timing are among the most evidence-supported tools for improving it. Now, this next part is where things get surprising. The third pillar is protein, and most older adults are significantly under-consuming it. Every immune cell in your body is built from amino acids. When protein intake is too low, Your body simply cannot manufacture immune cells at the rate needed to maintain defense. Let that sink in for a second. Current research suggests that adults over 60 may need closer to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, substantially more than older recommendations suggested. The practical target for most older adults is 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein per meal, not spread in tiny amounts across snacks. You need proper, solid meals. The fourth pillar is the one most people skip entirely: targeted movement. Now, I do not mean intense exercise, which can temporarily suppress immune function if you overdo it. Moderate, consistent movement, brisk walking, light resistance training, low-impact activity has been shown in multiple studies to increase natural killer cell activity, improve lymphatic circulation, and reduce the chronic low-grade inflammation that sits at the root of accelerated immune aging. 30 minutes most days is not a fitness goal. For immune health, it is closer to a medical intervention. The fifth pillar is vitamin D, but with a critical nuance. Vitamin D doesn't just support immune function in general, it specifically activates the pathways responsible for fighting respiratory infections, which are the most common and, honestly, the most dangerous for older adults. Think about this. Studies have found that adults with lower vitamin D levels experience both higher infection rates and more severe illness when infected. The challenge is that sun exposure produces less vitamin D in aging skin, and dietary sources alone are rarely sufficient. Look, blood levels are the only reliable way to know where you stand, and a healthcare provider can help you determine the right supplementation level for your specific situation. None of these 5 pillars works in isolation. That's the key insight here. The immune system is not a single switch. It's an interconnected network. When you address zinc, sleep, protein, movement, and vitamin D together, you are not just patching individual deficiencies. You are rebuilding the biological environment that allows your immune system to function the way it was designed to. Your body still has the capacity to fight back. It just needs the right support to do it. So, if what you just heard about prostate health concerns you, the next video will show you exactly how to tell the difference between prostate enlargement and a urinary tract infection. And the crazy part is, the dangerous signs older men ignore until it's too late. It is on your screen now. Click to protect your health, and I'll see you there.